What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Snowcast Sports Talk Podcast, episode 84. Joined by my brothers John and Matthew above me, basically our brother Ben over here. Charlie is not here this week, so we will have his picks added later on. The way we're going to do this is we're going to first start by jumping over and moving each person now after their week. So for the week's picks for week 5, Ben was the winner with 12 picks correct. Yeah. Charlie came in second with 9, me and Matthew in third, and John with only 4 games. So with that, we're going to zoom out here, and we're going to move people into their respective spots. So Matthew now jumps into first place with 53 games. John is in second with 50. Charlie is in third. Ben moves to fourth, and yours truly moves to dead last.
Ooh.
Enjoy it while it's here, boys, because it won't last forever.
You're betting on a comeback.
And with that, we're now going to jump into our press conference, starting off with Matthew. Matthew's now in first place. I'll open up here. Matt, middle of the pack week. You didn't pick any solo games, but now you are in first place. Are you going to keep this going forward, this strategy, or are you going to start picking more solo picks now that you're in first?
Yeah, football has 3 phases, and if you have to be on all 3 of them.
Gosh, damn it.
One final question. Are you done picking the Patriots, or are you still going to be picking them each week?
The Patriots, they're a team that could be executing at all 3 levels, but they're not. So, it depends on the matchup.
That's it for me.
Mine leads in really well. Does jumping into first place tonight help heal the wound that the Patriots may have dug into you from their 34-0 loss to the New Orleans Saints?
That's a good question.
In all honesty, I'm going to answer this honesty.
I want only honesty.
If I could trade my first place spot here for the Patriots to at least be in the AFC East, I would in a heartbeat. That kill.
What place would you put yourself in last?
What? I would. If I got every single game wrong and I really tried, but the Patriots were first in the AFC East,
I'd do it. Okay. That is the honesty that the fans were looking for. Answer. You gave it to them.
We know who's not going to be on the podcast next year.
You're a better man for it. You're a better man for it. I'm all done.
Okay. I'll go. Matt. It seems like your good eye for videography has translated into a good eye for picking football teams. Is that incorrect because of how much you love the Patriots?
I think at the end of the day, there's 3 phases, and you got to execute on all 3 phases.
All right.
Do you have a good eye for videography? Okay, next up.
Ben, do you have any more questions?
No.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Congrats, Matt, for being in first. Now the man who has been dethroned moved to second. We have John here. Does anyone have any questions for John?
Yeah, was this strategic?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, sorry. I was asking because of your obvious first place sickness last week. It took a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? Are you happy to be in second, and do you want to stay in second till the end, or are you trying to claw your way back into first?
Yeah, we're always trying to play the best we can, and we think being in first is the best move. And I don't know why I'm referring to myself in the plural, but we are definitely planning to get back in first.
You and your picks.
Me and my picks. Me and all the players on every team of all my picks.
Of all your bad
hundreds of people. And me in front. Yeah, we definitely think we can get back to first. Yep.
But you want to be there. You want to stay
I would like to be there. Yep.
So are you picking the Browns this week?
Once we get into the Pickems, we'll have to see what happens.
Fair, that's fair.
I like the strategy there, Ben. Go ahead, Matt.
John, do you think there's a comparison to be made with the overhypeness of the Cowboys and you being slightly overhyped in this Pickems league?
Whoa.
Oh,
Especially after
Um,
your pick of the Cowboys, which looking back is just, I don't know.
yeah, I think. Yep, I think. Going back to Ben's comment, I would have to say I was maybe a little full of myself. And I think I took a chance with the Rams and the Eagles, and I thought, another chance would maybe level it out, and got the bad end of both. So now we are where we are.
John, tough week falling out of first. What needs to change going forward to get back into first?
Yeah, so I was in a low place when I saw this, and I listened to my boy 50 Cent, and what he taught me was, he said death must be easy because life is hard. And that's just a metaphor for you can't have big wins if you don't have big losses. So we'll probably keep our strat the same. Locker room presence still feels good, and we think we'll move through this.
What game hurt the most, by the way? Looking back at last week,
Oh.
which one were you the most shocked you got wrong?
Honestly, that's a good question as I look back. You know what? The Commanders and the Bears. That one that set the tone of the whole week. That Thursday night, I went to sleep knowing how this week was going to go after I saw it.
Fair enough. That's good answers.
Can I
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask the first question to Ben once we get to the next phase here?
Yep, let's go.
I have a good lead in. Ben, how did it feel? You're still in third, so you had the win. You still got a lot of work to do. But how did it feel to be quote unquote Chicago native and to watch the Bears just kick the crap out of Washington? Did that feel pretty cool? Could you feel the energy in the city?
It was mixed feelings because as you longtime viewers of the show know, last week Charlie was speaking to me. Sometimes he said some things and I'm like, you know what, that fucking guy knows what he's talking about. In this game, it was more I was just thankful to have known Charlie.
Wow, giving props to the guy missing the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Maybe I wasn't.
No, Ben, I
might be
like it.
listening.
I like it, yeah.
I was. I'm not now. How about that?
Well, no, let's see if he listens. We'll see if he says something to us. No one tell him, and we'll test him.
But yeah, it was a good. I mean, it's always a good feeling to like start the week off with a win. To keep checking and be like, yeah, I'm a beast. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
good.
Ben, huge week.
Yes.
Your solo picks and your cement picks really pushed you forward. What pick besides the Bear one were you the most proud of? I know the Bear one was probably a big one for you.
Jags. I remember I was watching the London game. No, it wasn't. I was watching whatever. It was like last week sometime I was watching the game and they just showed some recaps, some replays of the Jags game in London, saying they're going to play again. And I was like, they must have a distinct advantage on whoever they're playing next week. Staying in London for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, huge.
I was pretty confident in that. And I'm glad it was the Bills because it just seemed obvious for everyone else to take the Bills. So, I don't know. It's just like, I did feel like Albert fucking Einstein, though. I'm not going to lie.
One other thing, I gave you a really hard time during the press conference last week. It seems to have motivated you well.
Yeah, it was
so,
good. What you said was good. Thank you.
your coin flip note last time, I thought that maybe put you over the top. Good week, though. Nice job.
Thank you.
I remember when we did this last year, we also did a bracket to see who was going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm pretty sure I remember clicking on yours, Ben, and you said the Vikings were going to win the Super Bowl last year. And then I check your picks right now, and it said you thought the Vikings were going to beat the Chiefs. Why are you so high up on the Vikings?
I was born in Minnesota. I wasn't.
No,
I wasn't. I love Justin Jefferson. I love Justin Jefferson so much.
On IR, heartbreaking. Yeah, he's on IR. He's out for 4 weeks, hamstring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed my
Chiefs
fantasy
beat
team.
them bad.
That's why I love this podcast, is because I learn about the NFL season. I don't think you're gonna talk about it. I come in here to learn about it.
And you beat us all last week, so that really makes us three feel good. All right, thanks, Ben. All right, last but not least, now in dead last.
Oh, yeah.
I can go first because you said some nice things to me.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Billy, it seems like you love more than talking about football, just switching back and forth from last place. When are you gonna start taking some chances, and on who?
That's a good question. When am I gonna start taking chances? I think now is as good time as ever. By the way, there's no bit. Being in dead last, Bills losing Justin Jefferson in fantasy. There's a lot of reasons I could do like funny bits, but honestly, I'm probably gonna start doing it now. But looking around the league, it doesn't always seem to pay off. But I will probably start doing it now, and we have to see what the matchups are. I get to pick last on a few times, so I get to make those picks now, which is nice. So we'll see.
Yeah, I got one.
All right, Matt, then John.
You did.
Matt, then
Yeah. I think I got you. Billy, even as a, like you were traded from a fan from the Giants to the Bills, why do you still keep picking the Giants though?
That's a good question. I think last week thank you for asking me this question again. There's no bit. Last week I did like a Josh Allen, Brian Dable, Daniel Jones bit, just like talking about the next week. No. The Giants have failed Daniel Jones and have put one of the worst offensive lines in front of him. And it's so bad now that he might not play. So no, why do I keep picking the Giants? Because I'm a delusional ex-fan. And I need your girlfriend to draw a picture of me with the Bills logo on it for the podcast, because right now it is Giants. But yeah, I shouldn't be. The Giants are. I think the Giants are worse than the Patriots. I think the Patriots have very different problems, but I think the Patriots will beat the Giants. But thanks.
Offensive line is a similar problem.
Yeah.
And no wide receivers. Some similarities.
Good question. Yeah, I don't know why I keep picking them.
So kind of on that note, the Giants were actually your switch, and it was then quickly cemented. And I felt as though part of that switch came with the confidence that the Commanders and the Bills would both win. So switch to the Giants would kind of be a harmless choice. Could you, try to explain to us and the viewers the sting of not only having your team lose, but also doing so on a switch that was then also proven wrong? Like doing a switch on poor logic. Was there an extra burn and then salt?
Yes, yeah. When the Bills lost, that was the moment for me where I knew this was going to be a bad week. Obviously, the Commanders-Bears game, I was on the Commanders' end of that. But then I wake up early Sunday morning, have my breakfast, and sit there and watch the Bills actually not play a horrible game, but the Jaguars were definitely much better prepared. And so then you wait for 1 o'clock, and then you just have all these teams failing you. You have the Ravens fail you, you have the Giants fail you, you have the Texans fail you, and you're just thinking to yourself, and you're just thinking, well, shit, I'm gonna probably be in last place.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I do know that feeling pretty well. I watched it all weekend long and Monday.
This will probably be one of the only weeks my press conference isn't a bit, but the truth is, I'm just as bad as you are, John, but then I'm also a Giants and a Bills fan on top of it, which makes it even more painful.
And had Justin Jefferson on your fantasy team.
Horrible. On IR. That was the reason I lost in our one league. I did win in my other two leagues, in my defense. But either way, with that, good questions, boys. With that, I say we jump into week 6. And let's not miss any games. Dude, I thought before the stream, my cough is gone. But no, my cough came back right as I must not have been talking enough today.
Look at the Thursday night game.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of games. There was some the week before that went well for all of us. I want to say the Jets was one of them. I think we all picked the Jets. Oh, no, Charlie did take the Broncos. See, this is why we need Charlie here. I would have asked Charlie, when's Russ done cooking? But, yeah, Thursday night, Matthew, we got Denver Broncos going into Kansas City.
Trap game of the year. Broncos. No. Chiefs.
That'd be wild. I'd be like, Matt, you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah, no argument here. This would be a clean win.
Here, I think I can also pull up. I think Charlie sent me his picks. So while we do this, I can now also go through Charlie's picks. But Charlie also took the Chiefs.
Obviously, you can't sanely take. No one. it's the worst team in the league versus debatably a top 3 team in the league.
All right, I can't do Charlie's picks, but that's okay. Titans Ravens. Here we go. Of course, dead last, and I have to make this decision. I think Colts got me a good win last week, if I remember right. Me and Ben both took
Titans though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying Colts Colts beat the Titans.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Colts also beat the Ravens.
Colts have a.
And now
they're putting little pieces together here and there.
But now their
JT is back.
But their quarterback is now on IR. But that might actually be a good thing because Minshew Magic might be coming.
Minshew Mania.
Now, of course, we're talking about the Ravens and the Titans, but all we can talk about is the Colts. Who would have thought that would have been the case in Week 6?
That's funny. A bunch of terrible teams.
This one's truly a coin flip, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens on this one. Ben, who you got?
Titans.
Whoa.
You like the King?
Hey-o!
I like the King too. The King's not bad. I'm not hating on the King.
You guys are thinking. I see you two. You're like, damn, Ben knows so much about football now. What is he about to choose them?
Charlie is taking the Titans.
No.
John,
Seriously?
who you got?
Ben, you knew it. I want the Ravens, and I feel pretty confident about it.
Oh, I feel good now about it.
Ben looks all happy. He's like, yeah, coming from John, Mr. Defense. But honestly,
I want the Ravens.
Wow, Ben and Charlie
the Titans are good, and I can see them easily winning this game. But I think the Ravens have a better chance.
What about this next one, Matthew? Falcons are now finding ways to win games. The Texans are not a bad team. The Texans.
This is harder.
It's Falcons.
This is the.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying though is the Falcons found a way to beat the Texans. Sorry,
he did the same thing to me last pick. I was like, what is he talking about?
No. So after doing so poorly last week, I watched the highlights to every game on YouTube because I needed to see how these teams are winning games. And the Falcons are not as bad as I think people want to say they are. But who you got, Matt?
No, they're not. I've bet on them a couple times. They've burned me. The Commanders, I hate going first in this one. And I can't switch it because I'm in first. I'm just going to say Commanders.
Wow.
John, who you got?
I want the Falcons. It's quite a sight when you lose like that to the Chicago Bears. I definitely want some Falcons.
Hey, the Bears, I know they've played total poo teams the last 2 weeks, but
they played good.
Charlie took the Falcons on this one. Ben, who you got?
I'm gonna ride Falcons also. Wow. I was gonna ride Falcons.
Oh my god. This one's tough. And if Matt gets the solo on this, that's a nice solo.
I agree with that, but I'm nervous as hell for this one game. No idea.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Commanders.
Oh, Ben makes a switch.
I'm
All right.
switching it up.
Makes it a little easier for me. I'll take the Falcons then. I'm going with my gut on that one. Running into the third game here, I'm going to take the Vikings. I just can't overthink this one. I know Justin Jefferson's out, but I just don't think the Bears are going to pull off what they did last week. I'm going Vikings. Ben, who you like?
Oh, Bears, please. Dude's been playing well. And I
Charlie's taking the Vikings. John, who you got?
Dude. It's like, is Washington's secondary really that much worse than the Vikings secondary? Where's the Vikings? I don't think the Bears can do it 2 weeks in a row. I think they're celebrating hard in Chicago. I think they're gonna come in a little slower. I think the Vikings want to win because people are talking about them tanking the year.
This week is tough games, man. Matt, who you got?
Yeah, these last two are hard.
Look at the next one.
No.
Oh god, that's next too. All right,
Yeah.
Give me Bears. I hate to say it. Give me Bears. Vikings have no defense, and quarterbacks have great games against the Vikings. If Justin Fields can have a good game with DJ Moore, they have no defense. They have no run game either. Alexander Madison and Cam Akers aren't the answer.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's kind of perfect timing. Okay. DJ Moore or who's the guy in Cincinnati? I'm blanking on everybody.
Jamar
Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Oh,
Thank
Jamar
you.
Chase.
DJ Moore, Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase
Yeah.
Chase is top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. I think it's him, Top 4. I think it's him,
Jefferson,
Hill,
Tyreek,
Hill. Yeah,
and Jefferson.
and then Diggs. I think Diggs is so
And
underrated.
Diggs.
Diggs is
Yeah,
insane.
those are the 4.
DJ Moore's a beast. DJ Moore's a beast. He's in the top 10, but he's got to prove it a few more weeks. He's had a couple quiet weeks. All right,
DJ
Matt.
Moore on any other team would be a top 5.
Yeah. Matthew, Seahawks or Bengals?
Give me Seahawks.
Wow.
Matt
Whoa.
wants, you know what Matt's trying to do? He's trying to cement his victory. He's trying to take enough from me.
Yeah.
But I know I'm going Bengals. We're getting a win. We're going into the bye. The Bengals are back, and they're fucking hot, and I love it.
I know. I'm scared
Let's
to say
go.
Seahawks for this one, but like I kind of feel it.
Seattle had an off week last week, too. Just fun fact. Charlie took the Seahawks here. Ben, who you going to
Wow.
take?
Oh,
Let's go Seahawks.
Man, dude.
no way. Billy.
No. I'm taking
Oh.
Bengals. What are you talking about?
Billy.
Joey B. I saw him. I watched those
Yeah, no,
highlights.
Joey B is healthy as
Yeah, Joey
Yeah.
B was actually moving in the pocket last week, so that's definitely a good thing.
he's playing clean.
Ben, I love your Browns, my guy, but the 49ers, so this is the chance.
Oh.
I wanted to say something. Brock Purdy slander will no longer be coming out of this guy's mouth. He's the real deal. I saw the Cowboys defense annihilate the Jones brothers, and Brock Purdy made them look like a Pee Wee League team. He just destroyed them. Micah Parsons
there
was
were more holes in that defense than a sweater knitted by your grandmother.
And the way he processes information and spreads the ball throughout the field is crazy. It makes fantasy difficult because you don't know if Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk are going to get 30 points or 5. But from an actual team standpoint, I mean, Brock Purdy is the real deal. The Cowboys defense is, if you ask a Cowboy fan, they've been historic. Brock Purdy had his way with them. They took off their belt and gave it to Purdy to spank him with.
Yeah,
dude. He had a
You
day.
ever looked up at the night and seen the moon? You see all those craters? That's where Brock Purdy was throwing the football, dude. It was crazy.
He was a beast.
I did. Honestly, to go back, maybe I don't want to take too long on this. That could have been the X factor I didn't account for in my
Yep,
Cowboys
I
pick.
think so.
That single thing could have been the sole reason they got like.
No,
the
there was
reason
another
wasn't
thing
a
you
loss
missed.
by a field goal
Fred
or
Warner.
a touchdown, 42-10. That's a lot of Brock Purdy.
Nah, there was another thing you missed. You forgot the 3 turnovers by Dak Prescott. You get him in every
I anticipated that.
crisp Sunday night evening. Dak Prescott is good for 3 turnovers. So,
Dude, he is the most overrated quarterback in the league.
Ben-
without question. Him or one of the Jones brothers. Those three.
yeah.
Most
Ben, who you
overrated.
got?
I don't think the Jones brothers.
Let's go.
They
Let's
shouldn't
go
be in the league.
49ers.
All
Has
right.
to
I like
be,
cheering
dude.
for the Browns in real life and voting for them for all on here.
Are we all taking Niners then?
Yeah, dude, this will
Yeah.
be the least interesting game of the week. Dude,
And I do. I do.
DTR might start.
You.
No. Oh, go ahead, Matthew.
Yeah, I do want to say that if you go back to the podcast last year, the second Purdy came in the way he looked, I predicted them to win the Super Bowl.
Man,
and I
you did.
still believe that if he stayed healthy, they could have won.
Do they play this? Yeah, they have to play the Eagles this year because those
Yeah,
division.
They do. It's in the last like 5 weeks of the season.
Oh my God! I just
watching that.
can't even wait for
but
that game. I can't even wait.
I loved Brock Purdy the second he entered this league. He just looked like such a like.
You did.
The second I saw him, I was like, oh, he's the real deal.
No,
You
he's
liked him.
a
It's
beast.
true.
He's a beast.
Matthew's been a fan from day one.
Here's the thing. Trey Lance couldn't do it. Trey Lance couldn't win games with these players, this coach. Brock Purdy has to be doing something. So, jumping into next week. All right, another easy one here. I think we're all going to say Finns just for time's sake.
Or Panthers going 0-6 like that. I mean, they haven't had a chance to win a game. I feel like.
They've had a tough schedule, but also too, I think Bryce Young. I think we can talk quickly. Bryce Young looks like the worst quarterback out of the 3 top. And
Dude, he does, but tell me that C-Mac, Baker Mayfield, and Cam Newton didn't just dissolve into nothing there. And then luckily 2 of the 3 were able to escape. But this team takes players and just grinds them into nothing.
Old Browns, yeah.
now it is the first year of a rebuild, and the first year of a rebuild is going to be tough. I can tell you there's been players there that have been doing well. They're trying to get some wide receiver help for the guy. They need the offensive line to play better. I still would take Bryce Young over Richardson because Richardson doesn't understand when and when not to take a hit. He's now out for 4 weeks for the Colts, and the Colts had a real chance of now. Can Minshew play well? Of course he can. Maybe it'll work out great. But Richardson's the guy there. And so, but then you look at Stroud on the Texans, who I thought was going to be the worst. And I mean, he is just shattering records and he's playing great. So, but good for the Dolphins. They got a big win last week. Even though the Giants had 2 turnovers on Tua, we still gave him over 100 rating, which is pretty impressive. Either way, Buccaneers Lions. This is a tough one here. Baker Mayfield, man, has made me eat some words here, but the Lions.
It makes me so happy.
I'm gonna take Lions.
It's gotta be.
Let's go Lions.
Who did Charlie take? Charlie
Take the
took.
Bucks.
You want Charlie to take the Bucks?
Well, Lions are the real deal.
No, he
man.
took the Lions.
Yeah, their O-line, their defense,
Yeah,
their runners, their
Lions.
receivers. They're so
I love
cool,
Jared
dude.
Goff. I love
Me
him.
too, dude. He's another guy. Dude, imagine. I wouldn't talk about it later, but like the poor guy literally leaves his team, and in 2 years they win a Super Bowl. Like, tell me
Well,
that's not it was all my fault kind of feeling.
I
Poor guy, dude.
I still would say like the Browns treated him dirty. I don't know what they were doing. I feel like the Browns were building in the right
Baker?
we're building in the right direction, and
Yeah.
and I wish they stuck with him. I feel like Cleveland loved him. He loved Cleveland. I thought the commercials were a little excessive, but you gave up a ton of draft capital and a ton of money for a guy who's playing horribly. Like Deshaun Watson is a nobody.
And I don't want to get too much into it, but do you know where Deshaun Watson looked amazing?
on the Texans.
Clemson.
And do you know where CJ Stroud looks amazing?
Yeah, totally different teams though. Totally different teams. No,
yeah,
totally
same
coaching.
owner.
No, but that doesn't matter. The teams have been rebuilt, but
Owner has to pick.
it's not the team he was playing for. It's when you take 2 full years off of football, you just can't. That comeback time is tough.
Who's playing for the Browns next game? Is it DTR or is it?
No,
Yeah,
no,
probably.
no. It's the other guy. They brought I'm not gonna remember, but there's a chance DTR's not playing because they weren't happy with him the week before. Yeah, you have to look it up. I don't follow the Browns, but I saw a report.
Dude, I can't believe who was their backup last year.
Jacoby Brissett.
I
100%.
cannot believe Brissett isn't even in the league right now.
No, he
No,
is.
he is. He's on the Commanders.
Yeah, he's a backup on the Commanders. Yeah.
Wait,
John-
the
John-
Commanders have Brissett and Heineke left. That's right.
John,
It's Brissett
the
and Desmond Ritters.
The
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
Sam
The
Howell.
joke
That's what
the
it is.
NFC East fans make all the time is if the Commanders just put in Jacoby Brissett, they would have won like 3 more games. but either way, Matthew, Jacksonville Colts. I think we're all gonna say Jacksonville here, or
Yeah, that's tough. I think I'm going Jacksonville, but that is a tough game in my opinion. The Colts could easily win this.
Well, to Billy's point, it's because their quarterback got hurt. If he wasn't hurt, I know
Well, Minshew Mania
Minshew's
is
just as good.
yeah, but
it's
it's
just-
not
I
it's
don't
not
know.
he's
It's
not
just
just as good. He's a backup.
It's a
and-
feeling. It's a
Yeah.
feeling that the team has about the game. You know.
Ben, you taking Jags or you going Colts?
Yeah, Jags. Let's go Jags.
Yeah, I'm taking Jags. No solo picks yet. Houston Saints. Here we go. Now I think we'll have some differing opinions here.
What's Charlie doing?
Charlie's just playing it safe. It looks like he's just trying to stay in the.
No. No, I mean, not for his kids. But, like, what, he can't be here tonight.
Oh, so he's going to school to become it's like a doctor role or something, and so he has like a big lecture lab thing or something. He'll explain it.
What does that mean?
I'm taking the Texans. I
The
think
doctors put commercials that aren't really doctors, but they come in and say like, "You should buy this."
I don't know
this
exactly
thing."
what it
Like,
was. He has some sort of class. You know? Do you remember the guy? What was his? Have you ever seen like the infomercials where like they smack the piece of tape on the sinking thing and then it stops? But they're like a doctor. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm joking. No. It's to get a certification for something to then be
Billy's
able to
going
go.
Texans.
I am.
All right, Ben, what do you got here?
Oh, I love the Texans,
Whoa.
but yeah, we're going Saints here.
Give me a solo pick, boys. Charlie's giving it to me. I'll take this one.
I am too, Billy. I'm going Saints for sure.
Oh,
Really?
Matt,
Give me Texans.
son of a bitch.
Nice man.
I'm sorry, Billy. Maybe
Yeah.
this is just because of last week. Give me Texans.
Matthew, Raiders, Patriots. Here we go. Time to
All
test
right,
your.
I need to say a little something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get it out. Got hate in your
So-
heart, let it out.
I'm mad at everybody on the Patriots. It's not Bill Belichick's fault. It's not Mac Jones's fault. It's not Robert Kraft's fault. It's not O'Brien's fault. It's fucking everybody's fault. And I'm tired of hearing it and pointing on one person. They need to figure their shit out immediately, or I don't know, it's gonna implode because it's so bad to watch.
It's bad.
And worst part is I don't think it's Bill Belichick's coaching fully. It's him as the general manager. And Monday night, all I was sitting there thinking is, why the hell did we get rid of Jacoby Myers? Juju Smith-Schuster sucks, and we should have kept Jacoby Myers. We might have been competitive in that game because of Jacoby Myers, and I'm taking the Raiders literally because Jacoby Myers is going to walk all over us. The Patriots have no defense. Everyone's hurt. Mac Jones has no O-line. Max Crosby has more rushes than any player right now. Max Crosby's going to sack Mac Jones at least 11 times like Daniel Jones. So, Raiders.
Charlie did take the Patriots here.
What a fan.
Charlie's wild.
And my main hope is that I'm wrong.
Ben, who you got?
I'm going Raiders for sure.
Matt, your analysis was astoundingly on point. The only thing I think you're missing, though, is I think we're seeing coaching style change, and I think the best coaches in the NFL now are not the Bill Belichick style coach. I think when you look at Josh McDaniels, when you look at Josh McDaniels, when you look at Bill Belichick, when you look at even Mike Tomlin a little bit now, we're starting to see it falter a little bit.
But Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll, Sean McDermott, Andy Reid.
These are still
Sean
older
McVay.
coaches who are incredible.
Yeah, but Matt, they're older coaches that don't have that disciplinary, like, it's going to be my way or the highway. They're players' coaches, and I think the NFL is moving towards that a little bit. I think Belichick was able to run the ship so strictly because he had the best player in the whole history of the NFL pushing that for him. But you're right. It needs to be the GMing. It's bad over there. It's really bad. And Robert Kraft you can't. If they were losing, it's the same as the Giants, Matt. If they were losing competitive close games, I'd be like, damn, it's not our year this year. Ball's not going our way. Like, the Giants won most of their games last year by one score. Okay, fair enough. Like, the Patriots, okay, we lost by a field goal. We lost by a touchdown. No, you didn't score a point. And it wasn't against the Cowboys or the Eagles or the 49ers. No, it was against the Saints. Like, I just picked the Texans to beat them. Like, that's the problem. All right, jump into the next week here. I feel for you, big guy. I feel for you. I'm going Rams, even though I do like me some Cardinals. Josh Dobbs looked human last week. Going Rams. Ben, who you got?
It doesn't feel like the time, but does it say Clarley? Clarley?
Oh, true. Forgot to see.
It looked like Clarley.
All right, pick your team, Ben. Pick your team.
Sorry. I'm a Cardinals guy. What can I say? I'm gonna ride or die with the Cardinals, but I think the Rams are gonna win.
Jesus Christ.
That made my week. That was so funny. Not because I would have spelled
Rams.
it. I'm not gonna spell it.
Matt, who you got?
Rams.
Oh wow.
We all going Eagles here?
Yeah.
Love seeing the Jets get the win last week against the Broncos. Loved that. Sean Payton shit talked the coaching. Russell Wilson's pain in the ass. Buffalo Bills Giants, man. This is like the worlds collide of my fandoms, but it truly is gonna be like, it's like the ending of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter, and it'll be 40-0 Buffalo wins, and then that'll be
clear chapters,
and that'll be the end of it, and that's what it's gonna be. Buffalo's had some tough injuries, but they are a put together team with a real quarterback. I love DJ to death, but he's just not the real deal. Ben, who you got?
Bills.
Are we all going Bills here? Can we all just say we're going Bills?
Yeah.
Hoping the best for the Giants. They're both wearing their color rush uniforms, so the Giants will look good while they lose in fashion, so that'll be fun. But other than that, here we go. Monday night. And by the way, one other thing. I don't say the F word very often, but I'm going to say it here. Fuck the NFL. They should have flexed this game 2 weeks ago. Why is, let me find a game that would be better.
Billy.
Why is this not Sunday night? This should be Sunday Night Football.
Billy,
Bengals, Seahawks.
You ever hear the ads that go, AWS software has created the best schedule for the most viewers?
Yeah,
for the
it's
best
like
times. And then the Giants 3 primetime games in a row, and they can't score more than a field goal 3 games in a row, and you're like,
no, it's bullshit.
Well, it's awesome because if AI ever tries to attack us, we might be okay.
We'll
They
just send them
made
Venmo
the
codes.
schedule. Yes, dude. They made this. AI made the schedule, and it literally blows.
Horrible. No, the
Just
fact
saying.
that this is Sunday night, the only thing about Sunday Night Football I can say has been good is I'm able to go to bed at a decent hour because each game is a
Facts,
blowout.
bro. I've always preached that.
Even the
I love
49ers
it.
game, when they went up by like
Yes,
20
dude.
points, I was like, you know what?
Good night.
Was hoping for a good game, but now Monday morning won't hurt as much. So
Yeah, dude. Facts. Even the Monday night game, I only watched a quarter of it, and I was like, this sucks.
now this game here, this will be a good game.
Hard.
Matt, who you taking?
Toughie.
I'm happy I get to pick last on this one.
Yeah, you're lucky. This sucks. The Chargers have no defense. They never do. Although Khalil Mack, I think, finally looked good for them last week.
You're also forgetting the quarterback for the Cowboys. I can remind you who it is, though. It's Dakota Prescott. He's good for a few.
Yeah, but who's gonna pick up the Chargers?
Yeah, to Matthew's point, who's gonna pick him off, Billy? No one on the defense can catch a football.
Well, J.C. Jackson
No,
was such ass that they traded him right back to the Pats where they got him from.
Let's go.
He'll do well in the Pats too.
Oh, God, I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm gonna get this wrong no matter what I pick at this point. I'm saying Chargers.
I love it because that's what I wanted to guess, but I really didn't want a different one from Matt because I want Chargers too, just because I'm rooting for him. The Dallas made me so sad last week.
Yeah, you should have never
I
picked
just-
them, John. Charlie's
I'd
taking
just
the Chargers
rather
as
root
well.
for 'em.
Ben, who you got?
Oh yes,
This is
yeah,
a-
Chargers.
Dude,
Oh,
and here's the thing. I could take a solo pick, but I'm not going to because I
Out of
hate.
spite.
I just hate the Cowboys. So
Fuck,
someone
still be my switch.
someone will be able to switch. So let's all just take a minute here. We've actually moved through this pretty quick. One less person, we do move through it a little faster. So everyone can take a look. So the rules are, and it's as simple as it goes, Matt, you are completely locked in at 68% accuracy, though. That might be the best accuracy we've seen since doing this show. I'll have to look back at like a late episode from last year to see if anything even came close to that. So kudos to Matt on that.
I'm pretty stoked about that, especially being in last all last year.
Yeah, Matt, your football knowledge is ridiculous. I don't know if I tell you that enough, but you are a very well-educated, football-versed individual. So
Yeah, no, everyone is except Ben and I, but I find that weird.
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying Matt does a good job. Now,
I'm pretty
with that,
sure we'll be first and second.
now does last place get 2 switches or no?
I don't think we've done it any other week. I like what you're trying to do here.
No,
It's
no,
really
fair
cute,
enough,
but-
fair enough.
That's an older brother move. That's an
No,
older
I just didn't know. All right, wait, let's go check.
Ben, that card came out of a pack that we're not playing yet.
That's the truth. The viewers know this. All Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there, we're gonna tell you a fucking story right now. No, we're
No,
not.
don't get into it too much. Matt and Billy, I'll tell you guys later. I forgot to tell you a funny
Every
story.
time.
Either way, is anyone leaving the Chiefs to go ride with Russ?
No,
You need to take, Billy, you need to take chances, bro. I'll give you 2 switches.
No one. I'm not taking 2 switches. I feel good about my picks. No one's taking Russ. No one's gonna cook in the kitchen with Russ. All right.
You
Baltimore,
just-
Tennessee. Ben and
No.
Charlie. Baltimore let me down last week against the Steelers, but I don't know how much that's
Divisional game.
and
Get weird.
and TJ Watt, man, he's a game wrecker. You see, he punched he punched Zay Flowers right in the chest, stop him
saw
from
that.
catching the ball.
He's
This
absurd.
this one's tough. Washington Falcons.
Billy, can you switch me on the Cardinals so I don't have to think about anything else? Because I'd be like nervous and switch something I don't want to switch.
You want the Cardinals instead of the Rams?
Yeah, I would, please.
Does anyone want to stop that?
No.
I like the Rams too much.
I thought the Rams actually played a pretty good game last week against the Eagles for what it's worth.
Kind of showed how good the Eagles are, less how bad the Rams are. more
I
how
think
good
the Eagles are doing this thing this year where they kind of just fall down to their competition and then
Yeah,
play like
dude.
5% better. So
Yes, yeah.
They're tricking you. They're tricking you.
Honestly, that's such a smart way to think about it. Think about the Patriots game week 1.
Yeah.
They were playing bad on purpose.
and then just
the
barely
fact that
beat them. Yeah, just
Hey,
They,
barely.
they put in some of their
Mac Jones-
secondary
Mac
guys.
Jones had 16 straight completions in that game, and it was kind of epic.
Yeah, you can dink and dunk to the tight end and the running back.
You know what I
16
heard?
times.
I heard a great. It's Matthew. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
You dirty man. My dad would be so happy to hear that.
That was
Your
good.
dad likes that. I heard that the other day. I was like, I gotta start saying that more.
Too much.
Dad.
I
didn't
finally
know
go on a
it.
date. I finally go on a date. Even a blind squirrel, son. Yeah, okay.
Seahawks.
That's just sad.
Is anyone jumping over Seahawks Bengals here? John, it's just you and me. I think I'm happy with the Bengals. I like.
Hell yeah, bro.
And here's the thing too about this one. They aren't going to Seattle. Jesus, look what I just did to my hair. They're going to Cincinnati. And I think that gives them an advantage.
They are going to the jungle. I was not paying attention to that.
Welcome to the jungle.
Niners, yeah, no Niners stuff. Miami, no. This one, I could see the Bucks squeezing, but
I know, right? I know.
Really?
Bucks have. You know what?
This is
That's
the
your,
one for
so
you.
here's what's interesting about this: the Bucks have a really good run defense, bad pass defense, good run defense, and Amon-Ra St. Brown might not be back, which means they're going to rely on Reynolds and Williams. And my favorite guy, Monty, might be held to very little if he can't break that run defense. But the Bucks have not played a team with they played the Eagles. Did the Eagles run on them? Does anyone remember?
Yeah, the Eagles ran all over them.
Then I would stick with the Lions because the O line is going to break a hole for Monty to come out.
Not to mention Reynolds on the Lions is a great wide receiver too, and to step up and take him on Ross.
Oh yeah, dude, facts. And they have a bad.
Billy,
this is the one that has an eyebrow for me.
I mean, Jacksonville just
I
spent.
agree with that, John.
Jacksonville just spent 2 weeks in another
I'm most
country.
Scared that Billy will switch to negate my solo, which is the only.
No,
reason
I
do
won't.
it.
I won't, John. I won't.
Then I do want the Colts on this one.
Nice, John. I feel like someone should take the Lions Bucks. That's like it. That's such a good.
It would be if I didn't think the Lions were them this year.
Yeah, I just really like the
Bucks
Lions.
are playing great, but if it were like, let's put it like this: Lions Eagles. That's going to be a good game. I think the 49ers will beat the Eagles. I think Lions Eagles.
Now here's the thing: the coaching is my problem here. I like Tampa. I still don't like their coach. I love me some Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's a maniac.
Don't forget to highlight my solo.
Oh, sorry,
Maybe
Johnny.
Charlie. Ben, to your point, maybe we should switch this one for Charlie.
We
The
give
Bucks,
Charlie the
Lions.
Bucks.
We could give him a switch.
No, we won't give him a switch yet. After
Maybe that's what happens.
Yeah.
if you can't
After
make it,
this one, if
we
you
get
miss,
one switch.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all
I
we
like
do.
that.
Yeah.
That actually works.
So instead that we'd give him the Broncos. Funny.
After this, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Saints Houston. This one is the one I'm like looking at. I might go Saints.
Oh. Yeah, Billy, it's a good call, dude.
Oh yeah,
Texans
I'll
just
take the solo
lost.
pick.
Texans
Texans
lost.
just-
really freaking good.
And the Saints, who have a horrible offense, the Patriots made them look amazing.
Yeah, but that's why I don't like the Saints, because I think the Saints are super overhyped.
Me too.
Dude, I'm thinking. I don't want to explain too much.
I think I'm just gonna go with my gut on this one. I just like Houston. I just like Houston. My gut obviously has got me in last place, but I'm feeling good about my gut today.
I think Tank Dell is hurt. Or yeah, that's his name, Tank Dell. I thought it was Del
Tank Dell, yep.
Tank
Del
Dell.
Del
He is
Tank.
hurt, but
Del
Tank.
Tank.
But
Del
Nico
Tank.
Collins is playing.
Yeah, then I don't think I'm making any switches. I think.
Dude, I'm pretty sure next week I'll be back in first of this, man.
Yeah, so we all agree with this one. This one we're split. So Charlie and Ben here, we're split on this game. We're split on this game. Split on this game. There'll be some decisions here. We all win here. We all win here. We all win here.
I like how split everyone is though. Like, there's not a lot of games that were together.
Well, that's the thing, Ben. That's why there's not many solo picks for me to have. That's why like half of me is like,
No,
you know
yeah,
what?
there is.
Like I think I'm gonna give it one more week. It's only week 6. It doesn't really start till after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Probably not
yeah.
the best thing to say in a competition, but I'd say when you're not in first, stick with as few solos, in my personal opinion. Ride with the crowd, take the slow wave back into the game. So I think you're making a smart move, Billy. When last time I was in first, look how many fucking solos I had if you roll up, dude. What was I doing?
Last
Oh,
week.
you didn't highlight.
Oh yeah, right here. You had him. Yeah, you had
Oh,
2.
yeah, yes, I got them. I know. What a guy. You didn't highlight him.
Yeah, but then
No,
you
you got
also
it,
you also had a week where
Yeah, but those ones are pretty obvious. You guys are being silly. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I said the Chargers over the Dolphins, remember? That was a bad pick. Well, kind of. That was actually really good game.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
Cowboys could make us look like idiots right here, but
dude, Billy, that'd be the switch. If you want to get back into this, the Cowboys could win. The Chargers are cursed, dude. They always find a way to lose.
I just can't ever root for the Cowboys at all. I
Dude,
I
you know
hate
what? I just
everything
think-
about
I think
them. Like
Keenan Allen finds a way to get open.
I think Keenan Allen
And I
finds.
think their offensive coordinator is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
his old team.
yeah. All right. Well, with that, I think that's all we had for this episode here, episode 84.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I
What-
want to talk about some stuff.
What do you got, Ben?
Can we talk about some stuff? Can we do that, viewers?
Sure, Ben. What do you got?
Get it out.
Three things.
Go ahead.
One. Okay, one. Kind of fun. Can we have a loser punishment for the podcast?
For each week.
No.
Just for the whole thing.
And on this.
Yeah, you have to get a DUI, take it to court, and beat the case.
all though.
And we get to choose the liquor.
Sounds awesome.
And you have to win the case though. If you fail, you have to do it again.
Yeah, you have to
You
beat
gotta
the
keep
case
going.
in court.
Will you report an Amber Alert on your vehicle?
Yes, and you have to
So
you have
everyone
to
gets
get
that
from
notification.
yeah you have to get from point A to point B. All right, what's your second one?
We're just gonna joke around and then move on, okay?
Yeah, next
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
go.
You got 5 minutes.
Earlier we were talking about the cool Color Rush uniforms, and I just want to bring up some pop culture stuff.
Go ahead.
Do you know who's designing the newest space suits? On the next
Tampa
trip
Bay?
to-
Wait, I do remember hearing this.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't even know what. I think they're going to the moon or they're going to the Mars. I don't know. People are going into space, and it's like a big freaking deal, I guess. And Prada is designing their suits, which would be like freaking wild.
Who's
Whoa.
Prada again?
Prada's like Gucci, Prada, Chanel. all
Oh,
that.
gotcha. Yeah.
All
It's
right,
like kind of. It's kind of crazy.
it is crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
That's it. Sorry.
Speaking of color rushes, I don't know if it's this game or the next one, but I actually think it's this one. I think Tampa Bay will be in the cream school uniforms this week.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, it was good to see the Broncos in their old uniforms last week.
It
That
was.
really cool.
Those are pretty classic.
Yeah. Do you know when the Kelly Green is for the Eagles?
Probably Christmas Day when they destroy the Giants on Christmas Day.
Ooh, is it on Christmas Day? Wait, I thought we were the. Oh no, we're the Thanksgiving game. Giants Patriots. Yeah.
That's why,
Giants, Patriots, or Thanksgiving? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
enjoy
I'm pretty sure
enjoy
we are.
your time with your family.
Yeah. And on that note, we'll catch you all in the next one. If you have any questions for us for the press conferences, feel free to put them in the comments down below. Peace.